Okay, so I just want to do a quick update here because this mapper is just now passing over Carefree, Arizona. Maybe Carefree, Arizona is really carefree and they really don't care that they're being beamed right now. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't see this any different than like frequency pollution and electromagnetic pollution. You know, and that's the same one as you can see here. It's been up for quite a while. It came up here and it did 3 runs up here in Las Vegas, and then it headed down here, and now it's going back and forth over Arizona, northern Arizona area. And to me, this is no different than them running tests and doing experiments on us where they're spraying things as well. Much like they did with DDT and all that shit. And then the recent stories, even about the Army's secret chemical testing going on in St. Louis. You know, I think Dutch Sense even had done a video showing some information on that because it had contaminated some creek by an elementary school or something. But that the story first broke back in like 1994, and Army's secret chemical testing in St. Louis neighborhoods during Cold War, raising new concerns. And this was an article posted up from 2012, updated 2015, and it says here. Local officials were told at the time that the government was testing a smoke screen that could shield St. Louis from aerial observation in case the Russians attacked. But in 1994, the government said the tests were part of a biological weapons program, and St. Louis was chosen because it bore some resemblance to Russian cities that the U.S. might attack. The material being sprayed was zinc cadmium sulfide, a fine fluorescent powder. Now, new research is raising greater concern about the implications of those tests. St. Louis Community College Merrimack sociology professor Lisa Martino Taylor's research has raised the possibility that the Army performed radiation testing by mixing radioactive particles with the zinc cadmium sulfide, though she concedes there is no direct proof. But her report, released late last month, was troubling enough that both U.S. senators from Missouri wrote to Army Secretary John McHugh demanding answers. Aides to Senators Claire McCaskill and Roy Blunt said they had received no response. Army spokesman Dave Foster declined an interview request from the Associated Press, saying the Army would first respond to the senators. The area of the secret testing is described by the Army in documents obtained by Martino Taylor through a Freedom of Information Act request as a densely populated slum district. About 3/4 of the residents were black. Spates, now 57 and retired, was born in 1955. Delivered inside her family's apartment on the top floor of the since demolished Pruitt Low housing development in North St. Louis. Her family didn't know that on the roof, the Army was intentionally spewing hundreds of pounds of zinc cadmium sulfide into the air. They do secret testing like this, folks. This is not the only instance that has been, exposed, and the government doing tests where they're spraying things. And as far as I'm concerned, this right here, this is a form of pollution. I don't care what anyone says. This type of beaming we're being subjected to, these radio frequencies, is a type of frequency pollution. And it is against our consent. It is against our knowledge. I guarantee you, the majority of people that are living here in these little estates, in these resorts, really don't even know. And do they even really care? I mean, it does say it's Carefree Arizona, so maybe they don't care. But you know what? I care. I care that this little sucker was over here in Las Vegas, and that I've seen him doing mapping in different projects and stuff like this before. I care. Because this is the same thing as subjecting everyone down here at ground level to pollution. And they're using newer sensing equipment. And now, do you think that I can call up that Mark Incorporated that owns this plane and ask them, what sensors do you have on this N364NY? And do you think I would get a direct answer? Do you think that I haven't tried? I'm lost track of the number of messages that I have left on these companies' voicemails with just general questions, with no attitude even. I just call with like general questions like, hi, my name is such and such. I am looking to find some information about a plane that I saw the other day. I thought I was really curious, and I was wondering if you could tell me what sensing equipment is on it. Do you think I get any response from anyone? I've literally left so many messages and I have lost track of the number of messages that I have left trying to make inquiries about the equipment that is on these planes doing these mappings, and I get no response. This is criminal as far as I'm concerned. So, anyway, yeah, if you don't think that the government would experiment on people, you know, against our consent, then you're truly naive and you're the perfect tool for the military and the government.